You all have gathered here today to rank some particular Pokemon on a tier list. All of you have different backgrounds, if you will, and expertise, and that is what I'm looking for. So today, if you guys all check out the stream here, let me know when we are all here.
I am here.
All right.
Ooh.
So today we are going to rank all the final evolution starters in Pokemon Gens 1 to 9. However, we are not doing any Mega Evolutions or Gigantamax forms. It's only the final evolutions. The 3 Hisuian final evolution starters are on the table, though. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna go in Dex order. We're gonna give our thoughts on the Pokemon, and this is based off of a design standpoint. This has nothing to do with how they are viable and competitive or whatever. Like, it's just a matter of design.
Was it just like how cool they look? Because I only recognize 3 of these bad boys.
And that's why I think it's awesome that you're here, because you know nothing about any of these guys, and you can give us a very unbiased opinion on them. So I'm genuinely intrigued to see how this goes. So, like I said, we're going to go in Dex order, and it actually kind of helps that these guys are kind of lined up accordingly. And to start, we're going to start with the boy, Venusaur. Venusaur is the final evolution of Bulbasaur, who's the first Pokemon on the Pokedex, one of Katie's personal favorites. Katie, why don't you start, and where would you rank from S tier being the best, A, B, C, D being the worst? Where would you rank Venusaur?
First of all, I want to say thank you for putting the most clinically anxious person ever first. I really thank you for that. Babe.
You're welcome, sweetheart.
Onion is an S tier queen, and we stan her. She's perfect.
Okay. Does anyone else have anything to offer there?
I think Venusaur is a D. Not a D, a B.
You think Venusaur is a B? On what grounds? What do you think of the design overall?
I think it's like really nice. I just think there's other Pokemon that are better. Like, I
Name
don't know.
one.
I do love
Name one right
Venusaur.
Name one right now that isn't precious.
As of a grass type, I like Torterra over Venusaur.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I personally.
Terrarium? Are you
Did
kidding?
you just say Torterra over Venusaur?
I'm gonna be honest, I thought she said tortilla at first.
I actually would rank Venusaur A tier. I used to not like Venusaur, but over the years I've really grown to love Venusaur, especially. Did everybody know, by the way, that it's actually based off of a frog and a plant?
Nice.
I mean, I guess I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you look at Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, you actually see it hop like a frog or a toad, and I remember seeing that for the first time and being like, "Wow, that is pretty cool."
I guess Rogi can just get out of here then.
hang on.
Venusaur's
This is.
the OG.
You know what's funny? I was kind of predicting this is kind of how it would play out. So, I would rank Venusaur an A. Obviously, you know, Kate says S. A few you guys said B.
I give it a C.
Okay. Well, why would you
B.
give it a C?
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I mean, and I have a lot of respect for the Bulbasaur line. Very viable options to choose as a starter.
Remember, we're
but
going
in
off for
comparison-
design.
No, I know. I'm just saying I have a lot of respect for it.
Okay,
So I
I
don't
understand.
want to sound like a jerk face, when I say in comparison to the other grass starters or in the final evolutions for them, it's just kind of the worst one out of the bunch.
See, I can't agree with that necessarily, but I don't think it would be that low. I think the general consensus is we're kind of at B, maybe like a B plus. And mind you, we could always cross back to these later in a bit too. Gabe, what do you think of Venusaur?
I mean, I'm just really giving it that, I get that beta vibes, and that's why I want this.
Tex, how about you?
I'm thinking B or A.
B or A?
High B. I'd say high B.
You would say high B, and that's the thing. Venusaur could be top of B tier too. So we'll leave Venusaur there from now, and then we can circle back.
Are you kidding me?
Kate's offended. All right, next is the boy, Mr. Charizard.
B tier.
B tier. Is that
B as in dog.
D tier. Okay, I don't think that's a genuine.
Whoa!
Wow.
Oh, that's rude.
So I'm gonna take the reins here. I think Charizard deserves S tier. He's gotten.
I would say actually A or S, yes, but
So-
I just have to get the reaction.
Yes, I'm sure you do. In my opinion, I think that obviously he's been in every gen. He's gotten new forms and a lot of love all around, and there's a reason for that. He is precious. If you think of Pokemon, it's one of two Pokemon most of the time, and it's Pikachu or Charizard. They're pretty much if Pikachu wasn't the mascot, it would be Charizard, hands down. And some people might think he's overrated, but I think that he obviously deserves that top spot, in my opinion.
I would put Charizard at like an A plus.
Okay.
I kind of agree.
Which one's Charizard again?
This guy.
Oh yeah. All right. I was spot on. Okay. All right. I want to make sure I'm rooting for the right guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. I mean, A all the way.
A all the way. Tex, what do you think? I know you said S or A tier.
Well, if I'm looking at the shiny form, I'm like S tier for that, but
Yeah, I guess I didn't really consider how like the shinies are. I guess it's just designs off of the base Pokemon themselves. AJ, how about you?
I'm gonna be the outlier here. I'm gonna say B tier, only
Really?
because it's. I mean, at least when I'm looking at it, it's just kind of a dragon with wings, like a dragon with fire at the end of its tail, and it's a cool Pokemon. It's a cool
got it
design.
Ness, how about you?
B tier.
B tier.
B.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's B tier.
I
Honestly, I am not a big fan of the fire starter Pokemon. I think Charizard is the best, so maybe B and a half.
Yeah.
So, Kate, what do you think?
So, Charizard is baby. I love Charizard. Little precious peanut. I would ride on his back all day, every day. You know, fly around, get my groceries. I get stuff done. You know. So, you know, I think he's A tier or S tier, but I'm gonna go with A tier because
I think based
as my S tier.
I think based off of what everybody's saying, Charizard's an A tier. That's about the middle ground.
I can respect that. I can live with that.
Yeah, I can't live with it, but there's a reason why there's more than one head here.
Too bad.
All right, next up we have Blastoise, who I know is at least two of your personal favorites. Ness, how about you start with Blastoise?
A tier.
A tier. Okay.
I love me a little turtle with some blasties.
Okay. AJ, I know Blastoise is your personal favorite.
S, and I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you why, my good friends.
I'm your brother, by the way.
And there's two reasons.
Okay.
And they're both on his back, and it's awesome.
See, I can respect that. However, in none of the games does he actually use those cannons.
That's not
It
true.
always comes out of his mouth.
But in the anime, he does.
In the
Yeah, in the
anime,
anime,
sure.
mhm.
Yeah.
We gotta
I
look at everything.
were we just going off of looks though?
we are going off of overall design, yes.
Mm.
I think Blastoise would probably be. I mean, personally, I don't think better than Charizard. I would say lower A tier, maybe B tier. Any other ideas here?
I mean, I can't really speak much to the games or shows, but I was thinking A tier.
You were thinking A tier as well.
Oh man, everybody gonna hate me for what I'm about to say.
If you say C, I'm gonna love you.
I'm sorry. It's just there's nothing to him. So like when I look at him, I'm like, it's just a turtle with two toilet paper tubes on his shoulders. He's not
Yeah.
he's not a full D, but I think he's a C and with potential.
I agree. I agree
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
I also agree.
So it sounds like Blastoise is in B tier. I think that's about
I feel
average.
Like it's generous.
It might be a little
Whoa.
generous. I mean,
like a B minus. He's a B minus.
so yeah, he's below Venusaur now. Again, we'll go and adjust everything in a bit. Let's go with the next one, Meganium.
Ugh. Gross.
Just
Put him at
put
D
that one in
tier.
D.
Put it in D.
Yeah, okay, we're all on the same page here. I
It looks like a worm.
Honestly, I wish that Bayleaf was the final evolution.
Bayleaf is so
Yeah.
No, I don't wish
Bayleaf
that. I
was
wish that they
awesome.
really built more on Bayleaf, because I think you're right. Bayleaf was in the right direction,
Yeah.
and then I don't know. I feel like it is a good way to build on Bayleaf, though. I wish there was just more to it. I guess. I don't really
You know,
know.
like the Jurassic Park theme when they see the dinosaurs. I feel like Meganium is more like the kazoo version of that.
That's funny. I can appreciate that. All right, so D tier. Glad we're on the same page there. Next, we have Typhlosion. V, why don't you start? Why don't you start this
You're
one?
kind of already putting it right there.
Atris, you start this one.
I was thinking C.
You were thinking C.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I personally used to love Typhlosion when he was in 2D. When they made him 3D, they got rid of the flame on his back, and then he just looked like just a normal badger. And it stinks because I think if they kept that design going, I would want to put it up more. But I'm kind of there where I just don't think he deserves a higher spot. I think C is the right move. Now,
Cyndaquil does.
Cyndaquil, yes. Yeah, I definitely can agree with that.
Cyndaquil could be up there in my A because Cyndaquil's another baby.
That's
but
true.
I don't know.
Maybe that'll be another tier list. Well, that also brings the Hisuian form of
I'll put him
Typhlosion.
in D. Ugh.
I think
we weren't doing alternate forms.
we're not. No, we're doing alternate forms. We're not doing Megas or
Like
Gigantamax forms,
Uh,
but the other evolutions of them, because it's still technically a final evolution.
okay.
I would say, because I had high hopes for this guy. I'd put him in D tier, at least above Meganium, unless anybody else has something to offer there.
Yeah, I think that version looks worse.
Oh, it's
I agree
horrible.
with D.
See it like in
Yeah.
action.
I didn't really play the Arceus games, so
It's
I don't
definitely
know
the
about
worst of the
exposure.
three, and it was the one I was hoping to be the best. But we'll get to the other two in a bit. Last Jetonian final evolution we have Feraligatr, little crocodile guy here. What are our thoughts on Feraligatr?
I personally absolutely love Feraligatr. I think it's hilarious how there wasn't enough character space for the name, so they just
Mm-hmm.
cut. the
Yeah, instead
name
of being
short.
like Gator, like
It's
Gator, it's Gator because
just
they ran out of space.
Gator.
Gator.
And that's hilarious.
It actually drove me nuts as a kid. I wanted to fix it. Like, I remember trying to nickname my Feraligatr and being like, okay, what letter do I not need so I can spell Gator with an OR at the end? It used to drive me nuts. Might be a silly little thing, but I personally think, out of all the Jotonian evolutions, I think Typhlosion's the best.
I feel like it's a B.
I feel like it's a B. He looks like he's ready to go. Like, let's go! Like, come on!
I would give him C. I think that we get a lot better water evolutions.
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, that I would choose Blastoise over Feraligatr. But
I like B. I think B would be a good choice. It's honestly it just he looks like he could just like nom someone's head off, and I think that's a good property. to have.
Ness, how about you?
I'm gonna go with B as well.
You're gonna go with B? Okay. So general consensus says B.
Bad boy.
Okay.
I would honestly put him ahead of Blastoise.
You-
I think his fearsome look is
No.
better.
Honestly, I kind of agree.
Okay. Okay.
I
Alright.
mean,
No, you would say Blastoise
no, well,
better?
actually, my vote was going to be C personally, but
That was gonna be mine.
I also prefer him as the little baby alligator.
Totodile, yeah.
Yes,
That's fair.
but that's from the anime. I like when he bites
Right.
Jess's hair. I think it's so cute.
That is cute. Alright, next up we have the boy. We're going to Hoenn now. We've got Sceptile.
S.
One of my top 3 final evolution starters.
I think it's an A.
You think it's an A? AG says S. I would say one of the best, if not, I would top contender, personally.
Yeah, I think we can get away with placing him in S for now, unless anyone has other.
I think it's funny too, because like when we were kids, like Trico, I thought was like the least picked. Like everyone really loved Torchic and Mudkip, and funny enough, people like don't really love Torchic in comparison anymore. But I don't know, like the whole Trico line itself, like Trico is great, Grovyle is an awesome middle evolution, and then Sceptile just, I don't know.
I literally just don't pick him because in the games I feel like he's not viable, but design-wise he's definitely the better of the three.
That's fair.
I mean, I don't think he's better than Charizard. That's my
Well, he's not better than Charizard, but if it were up to me, it would be like this. But it's not up to me.
I think he should go in A personally. He's great looking, but he's more of an A tier.
Tex, how about you?
I don't know, because I don't know how I feel about the tail. That's what I've been trying to figure out.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to see when it's only this angle. You can kind of see its mega. Not that we're really looking at mega evolutions, but the tail is definitely prominent in his design, so it does definitely come out a bit.
I'm fine with him being in S. I just have a hard time with Charizard not being before him.
I feel that. I can agree with that.
I'm feeling below Charizard. In A.
Okay. Okay. I think we're kind of in the same position there.
Maybe,
Okay.
I mean, Charizard and Sceptile still have a chance to move up in S tier if no one else ranks above them, obviously.
Yeah, I think if nobody else ranks above, I don't know if we default by putting whoever's the top one in S tier, obviously, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. The next up we have Blaziken, the fire chicken. You would go C. I would also agree C.
But I
I think overrated. What'd you say, Ness? I'm sorry.
B. I would
B.
also agree.
Okay.
I would place him after Blastoise.
You would place after Blastoise?
Yeah, like a lower B tier.
Okay. How about AJ?
Yeah, I honestly overrated as a starter.
Tex?
I'm thinking C.
You're thinking C? I think, okay, so general average was lower B tier, so we'll keep him there. And then finally we have Swampert.
Swampert's cutie. I love Swampert.
I'm gonna be honest, yeah, I know Swampert's not the fan favorite of all the starters. I really like his design.
I think he's better than Blaziken, but I wouldn't say better than Sceptile personally.
I agree.
He is really cool though.
Yeah.
Lower A tier.
Lower A
Lower
tier.
A.
Okay.
Lower A. I agree.
Okay.
He's cute. And his shiny Chef Kiss. I love his Chef
You know,
Kiss.
I never really loved his shiny.
I like it. Chef's Kiss.
I don't remember what it looks like, to be honest.
It's well, we'll get it again later. I think it's like a lighter pink.
Like a pinky
It does look nice. Yeah, it's like a pinky purple kind of.
Yeah.
All right, we're done with the first three gens. We're going to the fourth gen, and I'm gonna have Atreus start us off with Torterra here. I know you said that you would say better than Venusaur.
Yeah, I think he's better than. Oh, yeah, I think he's better than Swampert.
Better than Swampert, even. Okay.
I feel like he's almost close to Sceptile.
I agree.
I have to disagree. I don't think it's a great. I think they had a cool idea, but I don't love the design personally.
Walking terrarium. It's like not it.
I mean, it's a cool concept based off of the
It's
design.
like an Ankylosaurus though, and it matches that dinosaur theme that they were going with Meganium, but it's like a way better version.
Yeah.
And
The way
I
I think
just
of-
like the tree on his back.
The way I think about it, I think it's really cool because I'm looking into, as we go along, into the like the origins of the themes and the designs for them.
Mhm.
And Torterra's is meant to be like the myth that the entire world rests on the back of the tortoise.
Yeah.
And I just think that's really cool, especially if you're a fan of like Avatar.
Yeah. I was just gonna say.
Yes.
And the sea lions, like really cool. So Torterra's always been a personal favorite of mine. I would give A tier.
You would give A tier above Swampert.
100% agree with that A tier. Thing looks
Okay.
awesome.
Tex, how about you?
Thinking B tier.
You're thinking B tier?
Thank you.
I would say I would give it B tier personally. Ness, where would you put Torterra?
Definitely not after Swampert. Probably right. No, definitely not before. I mean, right
Yeah,
after Swampert.
Right after Swampert.
Yeah.
So that's 3 that say A tier and 4 that say A tier. So
It's
Yeah.
fine. It can be. Yeah.
okay,
I would pass with high B tier.
I would
I
say
could-
high B tier, low A tier personally.
I could.
I
could
think that's
deal
about
with
the
either
average.
of those options.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. Next we have Infernape, the Fire Monkey.
My boy.
And I'll lead with this one. Better firefighting over Blaziken any day. I would give an A tier. Not sure where I'd place, but
If I could take next, I would put S.
you'd put S for Infernape.
I would put S for Infernape. Infernape's, and this is, I was waiting for this one.
Okay.
The design for Infernape was based on Sun Wukong from Journey to the West,
Mm-hmm.
which
Is
Goku
also
was
what Goku is based off of. Yes.
also and
Yes.
the actual but like the story for Journey of the West is
Mhm.
just like so cool.
Yes.
And you see the impact that story has on a lot of different, and especially like even Pokemon. That's really cool for me, and I think a dude with like a flaming head, a monkey with a flaming head.
Yeah.
That's just awesome.
I think its design overall is just chef's kiss. But Gabe, what do you think? Probably not ever seeing him before.
I mean, yeah, it's the first time I've ever seen him, but I mean, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that A tier. I think he looks really I don't know, the design, like the flowing, is that a flame hair? Like that just really sits well with me.
Okay.
And yeah, just 10 out of 10 right there for the A tier.
Okay. Atreus?
I would be okay with S tier for Infernape.
You'd be okay with S tier. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, personally, I would put Charizard on top, but he's up there for one of my favorite fire evolutions, I would say. So, Tex, what do you think? You actually just recently started your version of Pearl with a Chimchar.
Yeah, I would say. What was the last one we did? Was it Torterra?
Torterra.
I would say at least A tier above Torterra.
Okay. Ness.
At a minimum.
I would place Infernape at
Where?
top B tier.
Top B
Top
tier.
Wow.
Wow.
So we're kind of in a standstill. 3 are okay with S, but then a lot. Katie, what did you say?
I didn't say anything.
Did you have an opinion?
You don't want to hear it.
No, I do want to hear it. As long as it's tame.
Well, no, it's tame. It's cool and all, and like, you know, the idea that it came from the similar background of Goku as someone who likes it. I mean, dope. But it's a monkey, and there's so many cuter ones. So I'm okay with him being between Swampert and Torterra.
Okay.
But I wouldn't want him any bigger.
Okay. So a lot of people rank him a bit higher, some lower. I would say based off of the averages of what we're saying, probably in the middle of A tier.
I think Charizard needs to be moved.
Moved where?
I think Sceptile and Infernape need to be moved up, and Charizard needs to be moved to the right.
Like this.
Yeah. I like Sceptile and Infernape better than Charizard.
Well, we'll figure out the actual placements of those after. We'll start with what we have now, and then we can circle back. What's that, Kate?
No, I was gonna say, I mean, I'm willing for us to move Charizard to the middle for now. I'm willing to do it.
Well, I don't think we should worry about
First.
like moving other Pokemon just yet,
Okay.
because once we have everything, once I was gonna. That's where I would. But we'll cross that bridge in a bit. Let's make sure we put everybody on the board, and then we can figure out the order. I think that's fair. Empoleon. I put in D tier. I don't like this
Yeah.
thing at all. I
Oh
never
yeah,
did.
no.
I played
All the way at the
Pearl
bottom.
with a Piplup because I refused to evolve it. into that.
Piplup is a much cooler design, much better design. I just don't love this thing. I like the idea behind it, but I just don't think the design looks any good.
Mm-mm.
I would say better than Meganium.
Could even
Yeah,
be better
I'm
than.
closer to okay with
I
that.
would honestly put it like right below Typhlosion and C tier.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
I think it would be like a little disrespectful to put it under Meganium.
Well, yeah, I don't think that. I don't think it's better.
Industry.
I think we can agree that this is one of the worst, but I don't. I think that there's a spot. There's some Pokemon I'd put in C tier, and this is a Pokemon I would put in D tier. Personally, but
I agree.
You agree?
Here it is.
okay.
I
Alright.
kind of want to move at least in front of that Typhlosion
Yes.
Okay.
form.
I
Yeah.
can agree. Yep.
Okay, fair enough. I can respect that. All right, so we're done with Sinnoh. Now we move on to what I would say is an interesting region. That would be the Unova region. Starting with, where are you? Excuse me. Where do you go? Oh, Superior.
Superior.
I don't love Superior.
I also don't love Superior.
C. for
C?
me.
C.
He's good. C is a good ground.
I
for
think C is.
Superior.
I think that's actually a good
Yeah.
spot.
I think this was like the start of the downfall of Pokemon.
Well, this was a weird middle ground because honestly, over time, like over the last few gens, they have some really good standouts that we'll see. But yeah, I would definitely say he doesn't touch B tier even remotely. Not the worst thing we've ever seen, but not that great.
They had a
As a
really good thing
starters.
going with Snivy. Really good thing going with Snivy.
Yes, Snivy
Absolutely
was
love
cute.
Snivy.
It's weird because it's kind of weird how they went from, because a lot of times they go from like a humanoid Pokemon to a four-legged one, and it was weird how they went to a bipedal to a snake. Just a weird. I get the idea behind it, but I'm not there. However, that's gonna segue into Emboar, who I put in D tier all the way.
D.
Yeah, I don't like Emboar.
I'd say probably right after Empoleon. Personally,
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
this was where we had a third fire fighting evolution in a generation in a row, and people were furious. So much so that in the next generation there was a meme going around of a Blaziken holding the Fennekin. If you turn into another effing fire fighting evolution, I swear to God. I remember. I'm gonna post that in the video so people can see, in case they don't. But I remember seeing that and being like, "Yep, please don't be the case." All right, that leaves us with my personal favorite of the three evolutions for Unova, Samurott.
Yeah, I like that B placement
I
actually.
actually think that's a good placement as well.
Yeah, I like that. Samurott's cool.
I like that placement, but I think Samurott should go in front of Blaziken.
I can agree with that.
I agree.
I think this is a good spot for him.
We have a common theme with the water types.
Well, not necessarily, because we're gonna see his Hisuian form, and I would rank that in A tier.
It looks
In fact,
the same.
no, not even close.
I cannot see that well.
Yeah.
That's
I can also not. Oh, it looks
So
kind of
dark.
the same. It's just slightly different.
That's what I'm saying. It just has a darker like hair.
Yeah.
Can everyone see this, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a better look.
Okay.
Oh,
that's
man.
cute.
That's a lot better.
It's
That
a
is
lot
better.
better
It's a
versus
little
that.
better, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's better.
Yeah, I could scratch his little chin.
Love it.
So
Go up. But,
I would say right here before Torterra personally, but you guys can obviously offer your
I
suggestions.
actually would put him after the little walking terrarium, and you know
Yeah,
how
I would
feel about
too.
the terrarium.
Yeah.
Okay,
I agree.
I'm with that.
you're with that? We all with that?
I agree.
Okay, cool. All right, now we get to a very fun generation.
Oh,
Kalos
here we
Gen
go with
6,
that.
Chestnut.
Ew, Yo, put him in D tier.
Actually, no.
Yeah.
I think he's the worst design.
That is actually the worst thing I've ever
He
looked
looks, and here's the thing. For starters, I played as Chestnut, and I would play as Chestnut again, just because I absolutely love typing. I do like him as a starter. It's just the design is awful.
I think the whole evolution line is trash.
Yes.
From
it's just
Chespin on, terrible.
atrocious.
I honestly didn't even know he was a starter until now.
Well, now you know.
That's me with half of these.
Yeah, his design was just not doing it for me.
Not at all. I will say I'm not that I want to circle back, but the fact that we don't have anything in S tier right now, I think goes to show that we're being very critical. Yeah, and I think it's a good thing. Next we have oh gosh, Delphox. I was thinking of Breakson. I'm like, no, hang on a second. That's the middle evolution. I don't think it's a bad design, but I don't think it's a great design. I would probably put it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a C.
and can I say something?
Sure.
This is the first Pokemon game I ever actually played through with you.
Yes.
And that was my starter. And I loved it. I
Yeah.
actually don't think I love it as much as I
Now
did.
that you've seen what we can get.
Yeah, and played the previous games. I actually have loved for the older games.
Yep, that's true. And this is another good segue, because these two Pokemon stood nothing to what I think is the god of all starters.
I agree.
Agreed.
I'm okay with that.
Yes,
Here.
100%.
Bring it home,
Sure.
Greninja.
It's funny because I hear a lot of people who are very critical of it because they don't like how Frogadier evolved. I think by design, that scarf, by the way, is his tongue, and he's obviously my favorite Pokemon for a reason. There's a reason he's my avatar. I think he's one of the best designs Pokemon's ever seen. Atreus, I heard you want to intervene there.
I think Greninja's above Infernape and behind Sceptile.
By the way, these are my top 3, actually.
Yeah, I like him, but I don't know. I feel like he's just leaning too much into the ninja thing, and it throws me off. If anything, the scarf thing being his tongue is actually like the worst part of the design.
That's what a lot of people say. I don't.
Yeah.
I think that was what the best touch of it was, though, because it's a frog, and the fact that they made the scarf of like what a ninja would have, his tongue. I just think that's so clever.
I guess I'm okay with that placement, but
I would say, if anything, because most of everybody said S tier, that if he's not going in S tier, he would be top of A tier. But I think he should be in S tier, and I think I heard a lot of us say that anyway. What would we say to that?
I could put him in front of Charizard, I guess.
I say S tier all the way. I don't think I'm gonna budge. I can't compromise on this one.
Yeah,
I
gotta
can
be yes.
agree.
We haven't heard anything from Tex, have we?
We have not.
Nope.
Tex, what do you say?
Torn, because I'm kind of like A tier, but I guess I could see S tier. The whole tongue thing, like you said, it throws me off. And I'm like, eh.
Cute. It's so cute. Like he's just cute.
Can I ask, have you guys seen Greninja's Smash reveal?
Great Smash reveal.
4 trailer?
No.
No?
That's.
Can we watch that? Is that possible?
I guess we.
Or are we allowed
Can we
to?
get
It might be the
copyrighted for
DS,
that?
yeah, that might get
Yeah.
geese.
I can always.
Watch it after.
Hang on. I can. We can look it up. No,
that
I don't think that would be bad to watch.
I mean, he could just cut it, right?
Yeah, exactly. I could just cut. I don't think it's actually a. Because this is an old video too. I wonder how this looks on the stream itself.
It looks fine.
Can you
I can't hear
maximize?
anything.
I don't think I'd have to like change the.
I don't think we need sound.
No, I don't think you do.
Yeah, we don't need it. Can you
We
maximize?
can hear it. We can hear it.
Oh, you can hear it.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot this was Charizard's reveal too.
Yes, this was Charizard's reveal because he was going from Pokemon Trainer to just Charizard.
Okay. Now let's go up into there.
Make me want to put Charizard in S tier.
Oh,
Hey, it's Chris Pratt.
Yahoo!
So
Oh.
cool.
Look at him.
So cool.
So cool.
Yeah,
S tier.
I cannot budge on S.
I can't either.
I would be willing to move Charizard and Sceptile to lower S tier just so Greninja can be high S tier.
It's funny because they're my S. The three of them are my S tier choices.
I just can't get over the tongue.
Yeah, I'm not gonna budge. It doesn't matter what video you show me.
He's an S tier.
So 4 say S tier, 2 say A tier. Gabe, what do you think?
I mean, I'm gonna go with the A tier just because the tongue kind of weirds me out a little.
Okay.
So we'll just put him above Charizard.
So yeah, for now he goes right here. So okay.
I feel like if he just had like an actual just scarf, and it wasn't his tongue, I would love it. I would easily put it in S tier.
He is a frog.
And none of the other Pokemon have clothing.
Think about how dry his tongue is, though.
He's a water type.
Yeah, he just needs a little.
he has to use his own water.
Katie, you sounded like Butters there, and it was hilarious.
Did I really?
I think once we get into Mega Evolutions, they're gonna start going into.
Well, we're not doing
tier-
megas.
Not Mega. Oh, right.
Yeah,
Damn.
just the final
I keep forgetting
evolutions.
that.
Yeah, it's okay. So good discussion. Now we get to Alola Gen 7. We start with the regular form of Decidueye. Decidueye, as Tex once called.
Decidueye.
Dewey.
That's honestly, this doesn't really help look at what he really looks like.
I think Decidueye needs to go in D tier.
What?
I think
That's
he's
hard.
awful.
You're crazy.
That is
Oh
hard.
my
Yeah,
god.
I think he's one of the
I-
worst
I
Pokemon
don't-
I've seen.
I don't
my
think he's A
gosh.
tier. I would honestly give B.
I'm fine with B, but like Rowlet
I
is
would
also precious.
I would honestly give him an A tier all the way.
I agree.
See.
I'm with an A tier there. I love Decidueye.
See, I'm okay with
I
B.
gotta agree on that C tier.
Yeah, I would meet in a C too then.
So
Like I just,
you guys
I
say
don't know.
C tier, like top of C tier?
I would say
I'd say
high
top of C
low
tier.
B.
I'd say right above Blaziken.
I would say if I had to bring him any lower than A tier, he has to be in B tier, because design wise, he doesn't compare to these guys.
Again, Rowlet is.
He's an archer. That's cool.
Yeah, he's an archer.
That's awesome.
He's a
And he
grass
uses his
archer.
wing.
Yeah.
Who's an also an owl.
No, I don't think it's A tier. I really
Owl
don't.
is your bias.
Nah.
Stan.
Yeah, I don't think it's an A.
I'm sticking in C tier.
I
C
think,
all the way.
I think B's a
It's
good
better.
on the
I'm
ground.
not moving
Decide.
from C.
Yeah. I would put Noctail above him, like in A tier.
So
Owl is precious.
who says C?
Right
I'm
here.
saying C.
3 for C,
Absolutely.
and then the
Top of
rest of
C
us
tier.
say B.
B.
Give him a low B.
I'm thinking
give
low
low
B.
B.
That's about average then.
Rock paper scissors. you
Like
put.
no, I mean like put Blaziken above him.
Ah!
Damn. Now I'm
I
upset
know.
with
I'm
that.
sorry.
Ah!
But if they're saying
Yeah.
C, then you want to put him.
Well,
in the
it's yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, that's where I would place it, I
Okay.
think.
Okay. Incineroar.
Garbage. Throw it out.
Garbo. Yeah, just put it in
Absolute
C.
garbage. John Cena looking.
I hate that I like love Incineroar, but I hate Incineroar because I wish that it was on its 4 legs like an actual cat. But
Put him
it
in
also-
the pig and the badger.
Also, oh yeah, isn't he Fire Dark?
he's Fire Dark.
Yeah, but they made him look like the fighting type, which instantly pissed me off.
Fair.
Litten is so cute though.
Yeah,
Oh, I
Torcat's
love
great.
Litten. I love
Litten and Torcat are great. They had a great idea.
Starter, like the first evolutions of all the starters. They're so cute.
All right, so general consensus is D. I would have said C, but I can give him the fact that it's a fail. And then the last we have Primarina.
Garbage.
Garbage.
No, don't say that about her.
I kind of like
B.
I put Primarina after Delphox.
I wouldn't rank it that high, but I would say Superior is better.
No,
But I don't think it deserves to be in D tier.
I love her.
I know you do, Katie.
I
Unfortunately,
don't like the nose.
you don't like the nose.
Yeah, I think everything else in its design is like okay.
Her shiny is beautiful.
Yeah, it's true. So, okay. Everyone cool with end of C tier then, minus Katie? Obviously, I know she's going to want it to be S tier probably.
No, ew, no, it's not an S tier.
Oh, okay, good.
Ew, it's like a B tier for me. But I'm
Oh, I missed somebody. Hisuian Decidueye.
Can you
I would-
can you blow up that picture? Can you get a bigger one?
Yep.
Yeah,
right
I
there.
do like that
Right
one
there.
a lot better.
It becomes aggressive
No.
fighting type. Really has the Samurai vibe,
It
or the
looks like
Samurai
the
vibe.
same one.
Hard pass.
No, it's definitely a lot different.
Hard pass. It loses like the cool. Like it looks like it has a hood in the first one. Like
Yeah, and then it
know.
turns into like a samurai hat,
yeah, but like not a cool samurai
No.
hat.
like a straw hat. I know this
Yeah,
is
it
Ness's
looks like the
personal
straw
favorite.
hat.
Put it in C tier again.
I would say C or C.
B
C
tier.
I'd be at B
I would-
tier.
I would put it after Typhlosion.
After
Yeah.
Typhlosion?
I agree.
Dan, if you provide all of us with this, we all could rank them ourselves. We could show that comparison at the end.
Well, I mean, that was the idea of this video. That's why I'm doing a video out of it.
No, I mean like we could give each of us.
Yeah, if we all
access and
separately
could
ranked
post
it.
a screenshot
Yeah.
At the end.
Okay. Okay.
After we talk about it, though, I
Sure.
think it's good to talk about it first, and then we can
Yeah, that's fine.
do it
Okay.
ourselves.
Well, we gave nobody S tier
Your-
yet.
Your ranker, right?
I can send you the link.
Okay.
All right, so we're done
I did
with
this for a
Gen
Marvel movie.
7. We are now in Gen 8. That starts with
And guess which Marvel
Rillaboom.
movie I put at the bottom?
Yeah,
Multiverse of Madness.
Oh wait, can I see a bigger picture?
Yeah.
Rillaboom.
Gotta-
Oh,
Yeah.
listen, Rillaboom.
Rillaboom got this. Okay, so the first thing we got for Rillaboom. Can we see this? Okay, by the way, I'm trying to look at
Yeah.
the. Okay, this was garbage. I hated the fact that they gave him this dumb little drum, but this sprite I think is awesome, and that's what its model is going to be when it's released in Scarlet and Violet. Like this is what we had to look at.
Look
It was
at his
That's
shiny.
awful.
it is awful,
is
but then
awful.
you see like
That's so much better.
this design is so much better.
Yeah, it's so much better.
It looks like,
Like-
they're trying to go for like a Prince little thing with that hair in the front.
Yeah, but, so are we going off the one with the drum or without the drum?
Well, the
I
one
say
that's
without the drum.
featured in the tier list is without the drum.
He looks like a Super Saiyan 3, and
He
that
does.
is where my problems with it arise.
Wait, is that the one that needs a ponytail?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, I do not like that form. He needs a scrunchie ASAP.
I would say as far as the grass type starters, he'd be
Yeah.
my third favorite. Sceptile being number one, Decidueye being the second. That's only because of the sprite. Because I hate the way it
with
looks.
Superior.
I would switch it with. Honestly, I'll put it above the Fennekin final.
Delphox.
Delphox.
Yep.
Forget
So
it.
some say here. Do we think
I-
better or worse than
I,
Delphox?
I think that's good right there where it's at.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with that.
I can't get the drum out of my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, the drum looks so awful.
It
That's
does.
on the tier list I'm looking at right now, and it's.
I'm glad we're
honest.
not. I mean, I'm glad that's not what's going to be going forward.
True.
Yeah.
All right. How
I think they
about
did well with that.
Cinderace? Really? I think it's the best of the three of this gen.
Yes, that I agree.
But the way we have everything ranked right now, I really like it, and Cinderace is just like this weird, like in between. It reminds me of like a little kid soccer player that's like 10 years old, and I just like don't want it.
Oh, is that its foot? I could.
Yeah, it's a
I couldn't
foot.
even tell.
Is that its foot?
It doesn't look like it belongs in Pokemon. And
Okay, but like.
I have to disagree, and it's because I think that its simplicity
Look at him.
is what really makes it stand out. Because you get so many of these Pokemon that just they try too hard. And then you have this nice, simple, cute design. We're cool with B, you're saying? Would we say better than Decidueye or under Decidueye? I would say under Decidueye.
Under.
yeah. That's okay. I'll take that.
Okay.
Under.
Alright, so then last I have... Where?
Inteleon.
Yeah, honestly...
No,
Here.
Put 'em on the
no,
list.
no,
Get rid of 'em.
It's-
no,
No,
It's
don't
not a
worry.
good design.
Throw it out.
no,
It is
no.
not at all.
Very skinny
Burn
one.
it.
Chestnut is so much better.
My feelings are hurt.
I don't like putting him there at all. He's awful.
No hurt feelings.
He's a little.
Hey, if he looked like this, though...
No, put that.
Yeah, he needs to be last in that list.
You think dead last.
No,
think
no, no,
that's
no.
the
I would
worst.
I would say here, I think Chestnut's the worst.
Oh,
I think Chestnut's the worst Pokemon.
I think you all are just haters.
Well, where would you put Inteleon, sweetie?
Okay, but you don't want that answer.
Wait,
Where
we
would
do
where,
want to hear.
we do want to hear. That's what the whole
Mhm.
point of this video is.
Okay,
I
he's
wanna
a
hear it so we
B
can
tier in
judge
my
you.
heart. In my
No.
heart, he's
Yeah.
B.
Ew.
You would say
No, okay,
B.
listen, I loved Sobble from the moment I looked at Sobble. And even seeing his final evolution, I was like, okay, I can dig it. I can swing it.
But we're not going off of the initial evolution.
This is true. We're going off of Inteleon solely. I don't
But-
think I cannot give him any better than any of these guys, and honestly,
Put him.
Any of them.
between- Put him there.
okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fine.
I
So
really hate him though.
last generation, the most recent, we have the Scarlet and Violet starters, starting with Meowscarada.
An A.
That's like right next to Greninja in front of Charizard for me. I like that.
Really?
Here.
I
Yeah.
agree with that.
This is the first starter that I picked in first game. Technically, it's the second starter, but I never finished Ruby. This one I actually finished. So
I'm okay with it going between Greninja and.
I'm not.
Dude,
I don't think it's that great.
absolutely
Not a comparison to these guys, no.
Honestly,
I would give
put
him.
it-
I would give between low A tier B or early B tier, but AJ, what do you say?
no.
No, I honestly, I would put it between Blastoise and Samurott.
Ugh.
At
That's where I would
least.
put it.
I would even
That's
put it
offensive.
after for Alligator.
Honestly, yeah, I could do with
I
after
agree.
for Alligator, in between Venusaur and for Alligator. I could live with that.
We just put it.
I honestly,
high tier.
I would bump it up. I don't think better than Venusaur, but I think better than Feraligatr. In my
I can
opinion.
live with that, but
I can live with that, I like
really,
I can't
love
live
that
with
Pokemon.
I can't.
I'm with.
I never even played that game, and I want to now because that starter looks amazing.
Oh, it's
It needs
amazing.
to be at least A tier. At
Have
a
you
minimum.
seen Sprigatito?
Ness, what are your thoughts? Where would you put Meowscarada?
On. No, I think in front of Venusaur.
In front of
High B
Venusaur.
tier.
High B tier.
Bees.
Honestly,
That's
yeah, I
great
can,
design.
I can compromise there.
I think it's a really good design. I really like it, but compared to what is an A tier, I don't think it's I mean, I don't agree with everything that is an A tier personally, but
It
Look-
should be above. What's that green one up there?
Torterra. I think it's better than Torterra. I would agree with that, but I also don't think Torterra belongs in A tier personally. But we're going off of an average of what everybody's saying.
May I please suggest something?
Sure.
So I feel that Greninja should be bumped up to S tier, and then everyone moves forward one.
It's fine.
Okay.
So that would bump me out up to A.
That's fine.
Let's leave it here for now, and then we'll sort after because we're almost done. So,
Put it in D tier. Just put which one's next, actually.
Skeledirge
Oh, Skeldrick.
does not
You
belong in D
skipped
tier.
one, didn't you?
I
Oh,
thought you were talking about this.
No, we did not. No, not that one. We're on Skeledirge.
Look at its nose. There's a baby
It's
bird.
it's a little baby bird. So Fuecoco has a second evolution. It gets a sombrero, and then the sombrero hatches into this little firebird. It actually also ends up being a Mike because he's supposed to be a singer, and he's also a skeleton.
See.
Garbage. Trash.
Let's see. Yeah,
D.
I don't like it.
OMG. OMG.
D.
OMG.
That's what'd you say, Ness? I'm sorry.
I said D.
You said D.
Yeah,
Here.
honestly, I shouldn't skip ahead, but I think the next two, this one and the next one, D, garbage.
Yeah, well, I agree with the last one, but
I think Skeledirge can go right after the cat thing.
Incineroar.
In between Incineroar and Typhlosion.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I can't rank it that
I
low.
would honestly put it right above Delphox.
Oh, yeah, I
You
mean,
would?
Only because, and honestly, it's mostly because it broke away from how turning the fire starters into like humanoid.
This is true. This is the first one in a long time to
First
not
one,
be a
And
humanoid.
that's my problem with a lot of them. Like
Yeah.
like Infernape, Monkey, fine, and like earlier on it was fine.
Yeah, this really is, with the
It wasn't
exception of
fine.
Charizard because he's a dragon. This is the only other non-bipedal fire
Yeah.
type.
And
That's pretty
that's-
impressive. I would personally rank above Rillaboom, but I know that a few of you guys said D tier. So, Katie, what do you think?
I love him. I was going to put him in A tier personally. He has a bird on his nose. Are you kidding me?
Gabe, unbiased opinion here. What do you think of Skeledirge?
I mean, I think it's kind of scary,
It is scary.
but I think the placement of right where you got him in that C tier is I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, Katie and I would rank higher, but we might also be biased a bit. But I think as far as like
so
how
strong. He's so strong.
last we have Qualavadal.
Can
And
we
I
just
think it's-
create a whole other tier,
F.
F tier, and just put that one in it?
Do
Wait,
it.
can I see it?
I honestly, I agree.
Put him in
I
the
can't
F
even
tier.
see what it
Oh,
looks
I'm
like.
sorry. Quala. Oh my God, how do I even spell its name?
Just look up the
Quala.
bird starter from Violet.
Spelling alone puts it in the F tier.
That's Qualava.
Ooh.
Koala.
No.
What's
I'm
what's its first form? Quaxley.
Actually,
Quaxley. Quaxley, I love.
Quack.
Quaxley.
There,
Oh, I
there,
like that.
Yes.
He's so cute.
qua
What
wow.
happened?
How'd they screw it up that bad?
What happened?
Wait. Get a bigger picture of
I'm
it.
trying. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go.
It's so awful. Yeah, put it in D.
I think it's too
Put
much.
it in D.
And for those who haven't played the game, it just stands there. It doesn't just stand
dances.
there. It just dances the entire time.
Yes.
I love it.
Like Ludicolo and Pokemon Gale Darkness and Coliseum.
Can we get that one S tier? Just
Yes.
stands there and
I
dances
hate
with you?
those. I hate those
I
sprites.
don't know how to add
Worst.
another.
Oh, add a Robolo.
All right, so this might actually help with what we're doing next, and that's now that we've done everything. Let me just make sure that my alignment is right on here. Give me a second. Let me just move up a sec. Okay, so now we have everything kind of where it was supposed to go. We're gonna go from. Let's start from the bottom. Oh, hang on. Start from the exactly. So let's look at D tier. Do we think that any of these need to get bumped down to F tier?
Yes, for
Chestnut.
Daniel.
Just not worse or slightly better
Worse,
Another-
honestly.
No, nothing's worse than that thing.
than this
Yeah.
thing.
I guess.
That thing's definitely the
No, but
worst.
look at that.
I think Chestnut's easily the worst, but
Pull
I would
up
give it a
a
second.
bigger-
Pull
pull
up
up a bigger
picture. Pull up
chestnut.
a picture. Pull up a picture.
Oh, it's horrible.
But then here's
That's
Chestnut.
Yeah, that's what I need to see.
It's so bad.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so
It
bad.
kind of looks worse now that it's bigger.
Yeah, no, that's bigger. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, no, it's not.
Yeah, that's.
It's the worst.
know that.
Does anything else belong in F tier?
Inteleon needs to move up just a
Flower.
little bit.
No,
please.
no, that thing
No, I
needs to
think
go
it's-
down to F.
Honestly,
No.
yeah.
I don't think it
No.
deserves F tier
Tier's
necessarily.
fine.
I think D's fine where it is.
So
Meganium-
Meganium move down.
No, Meganium is better. I
Yeah.
can't mark that down.
Honestly,
No,
I'm not.
Meganium.
Just looks alone. I mean, no, I'm sorry. I can't put Meganium in F tier.
No, I don't think it goes in F tier either.
No, I think that needs to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
think
fine
His-
with
it needs to
D,
be
I
moved
think.
up.
Since we're now getting close-ups of everything, Hisuian, Typhlosion.
This is gonna ruin it for you.
No,
Get off!
So bad.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, it looks kind
This
of
was the leak I found. I mean, it kind of looks cute in some. That's a
This is the
defining.
next one that I'm
Honestly,
gonna
up
play.
close, it does look a lot better than we gave it credit for. I will say.
But this
That
is
was
this is right.
That's
This was the
God.
meme that went around too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this is a good placement for it. Incineroar, in case anyone doesn't know, Incineroar
Incineroar, I don't love, honestly. Oh, look at the T pose. I like the T pose.
looks cooler in Smash.
Does look very cool in Smash.
Mm.
I think he's fine where he is, but no, I would say better than Embor though.
I actually think Embor needs to move down.
Like, what are they doing with?
Yeah, move him down.
Embor
He's
has the
been
face of a
demoted.
potato.
Move him.
Uh,
No, more.
More? You're saying
More.
more?
Yeah. He's bad.
Wow.
More.
She's just trying to move up intelligence.
Actually, I would say
No.
Meganium's probably better.
Just
I
move
agree.
Inteleon up,
I agree.
please.
Katie wants this.
See, I
Thank
called
you.
it.
Thank you. Just
I knew what she
I-
was doing.
Unfortunately,
What
sweetheart,
is
it's
that last one? What is that last one?
this one? Or this
Yeah.
one? Embor.
Inteleon.
Inteleon.
No,
Oh,
no, 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 no. The water type. The last one.
Inteleon.
That's-
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't here for that.
Oh, you haven't seen that. You didn't play that.
No, no, I didn't.
Okay, no, don't do a big version. Don't. Come on.
So bad.
He's not bad.
Inteleon!
Oh.
Okay.
It's true.
He would sit on my shoulder
I would.
and tell
I
me
would put it
stories.
IF.
Okay, we've been doing this for an hour. I just realized, so let's wrap this up.
It was only going to be 20 minutes.
I thought, and then and then it took us
Into
long.
it.
There's
We
a
got-
lot
we-
of
This
we-
is gonna take a while.
Okay. And was here. We cool with this? We cool with D tier?
Yeah, I think
Sure.
tier's good.
Yeah.
C tier, starting from the bottom, we have Primarina.
Knock everyone down one. in
No.
my opinion.
No.
Knock everything down one, like whatever's at the end?
No,
I
just
think-
from Primarina on.
I think
Well,
Wow.
No.
I think C tier can be smaller, and then B and A need to be split up and moved up to like S and A.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
we do have a lot that are not. Like, we didn't agree that anything should be an S, so that might actually play.
Yeah, I think we should start going from the top
Move
now and
Yeah.
move things up.
Okay, so
S.
Yeah.
top three
Yeah.
that we've
I
decided.
would push it for any above. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Low S. But
Yeah.
I keep it like that.
Can I get a bigger picture of the green one?
Which one?
The green
Septile.
one.
Reptile.
The frog-looking one.
Of Septile?
I don't
Yeah.
know this one.
You never seen this guy before?
Same G's.
Oh, that's not a good render.
Why is that? Why is
like
that
it.
S? No, move that down.
No.
That should be B at most.
Wow.
You know, I'm gonna give him an A just because he's got that look of like, yo man, what's going on?
Honestly,
Gabe,
I
that
could
would
I
be
could
your
respect
buddy.
keeping it A.
That would be your
That
starter.
guy rolls some
Alright.
It would
grass.
be.
Yeah.
So just on that description, yeah, okay, move him to A. But
I think Swampert's better personally, but
That I would
I
disagree
agree.
with.
Tile
Honestly-
picture would be so cool.
So general consensus is A.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Okay.
Sure.
So
It kinda-
hang
it
on,
kinda
we're
looks
I'm going to balance things a bit here. Okay, so that's kind of a little better. So let's circle back.
Move Venusaur up. Move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like this distribution. I think I would keep this final.
Would you really?
I think Meowscarada should move up.
Test.
No, definitely
I
not.
think so too. but
Definitely not better than.
If not S, it's better than the freaking Torterra.
Better than
No,
Torterra, I would say yes, but not better than
Torterra.
not better than Hisuian Samurott and not better than Swampert.
Well,
Get
then
a
why is
bigger pet.
Torterra right there?
Yeah, I agree. There should be bumped back a couple.
And you bump that one down.
Oh, no,
Not
no,
below
no, no, no.
Venusaur.
No,
Not
it is
below
better
Venus.
than
No
Venusaur.
way.
Yes, it
Absolutely
is.
no way.
Wait,
Stick
no.
a bigger picture.
No way.
Get a bigger picture, please, of Torterra.
The walking
There's literally
terrarium.
mountains on its back.
Hey, like it's cool. Look at that. Look at that.
God damn it! Why is the first picture always the worst one?
But that one
Language.
looks good to me.
No, I like that one.
No, I don't think it looks that great.
No.
I agree.
I think it's one of the worst grass evolutions.
Wow.
I would
Wow.
say if since you guys are giving a lot of love, I'd say end of A tier. But I think most who doesn't think it belongs in A tier?
Me.
I'd say me
If it's-
too.
If it's in A tier, it has to be at the bottom.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
Tex, where would you put him? Personally,
B.
okay.
I'll give you top of B, but
Gabe,
I'm thinking at the bottom of A.
Ness,
I think I'm okay with it at the bottom of it.
Bottom of A.
okay.
Okay.
That's general
I can
consensus.
respect-
I think Venusaur is miles better. I would
Agreed.
put Torterra lower than a lot of these guys, but that's my opinion. So what do we think of this list?
I don't like that Infernape is above Swampert or Samurott personally, but I know that's a personal thing.
I
mean,
think he
for an
deserves-
average, it's okay, but
I think that's what this is. It's everybody's averages.
yes, provide me the link. I will make my census.
Like
I
me
will
personally, I would probably put Infernape above Charizard.
save if you
You're
save
out of
one-
your freaking mind.
No, that's just me. That's just me personally.
I
I think
would too.
Charizard's really cool. I was harsh on Charizard in the beginning just because we hadn't gone through all of it. But
And as I said, Charizard has gotten so much love, and there's a reason for it. It's a very great design. It is what a lot of Pokemon wish they could be.
I absolutely hate Infernape, but I still think his design's better than Charizard, and I love Charizard.
Really?
Charizard was my first Pokemon ever. I
Same.
had red version. I love Charizard. but
And you
I
think that
Infernape's
it's,
better?
really? I have to
By
disagree with
design.
that personally. But what does everyone else think?
I'm thinking Charizard's better.
I
Okay,
can leave
but-
it like this for an average. I can leave
Yeah,
it like that.
I'm fine
Yeah.
with it.
Just
For an
general
average.
idea.
Agreed.
Well, I just sent a link to all of you.
On
Well,
what?
on Discord, it's in the comms deck text. You can fill out the tier list, and I'll stop the recording for now. And then when we come back, we can just share them.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Let's take a little recess. Hello, everybody. So as the video stands right now, it's at over an hour. So I decided that the placement of everybody's tier lists, that's going to be a separate video from this one, because at this point there's enough footage there to warrant making a second one. So we're going to wrap up the video there for today. Thanks for tuning in. Of course, if you liked the video, please be sure to give a like or a comment down below, and we would really appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. As far as next week, we'll probably be posting the next part of this, so stay tuned for that. Thank you.